Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Caleb2K and I'm back with another episode of the Atlanta Hawks franchise dynasty series, whatever you want to call it. And as you can see, I'm in the office. The CFO comes to my office and tells me we got to make the conference finals, and because I'm a confident dude, of course I'm gonna say yes. But dude, I really believe that? Not really. And that's because our next opponent is the Milwaukee Bucks. They swept the Miami Heat for the second year in a row, and we had a matchup against them last year. Ended up losing in 6 games, unfortunately, but our team is a little bit different now than it was back then, and for multiple reasons. Number one, Trae Young's ankle is in place, but also Giannis's knee is in place as well, so injuries don't really play a factor in this series. But we have Keldon Johnson. We did not have Keldon Johnson last year. We had Cam Reddish for a later part of the series last year. Obviously, he's not on the team. He got traded before I took over as GM. But things that we have to do against the Milwaukee Bucks, and actually one thing against Milwaukee, like, we match up well against them. People don't give the Hawks enough credit because I guess when people talk about the playoffs last year, especially like the Bucks moving on because somebody got hurt, people always refer to that Brooklyn Nets series when Kyrie Irving and James Harden and Kevin Durant, when James Harden and Kyrie Irving got hurt and KD's toe was on the line. But what people don't talk about is the Hawks had the Bucks. Like, they had them, especially in that game 3. And if Trae doesn't get hurt in that series, the Hawks most likely win it. And I know that's a pretty hot take, but if you just look back and watch the games, and you can see the Hawks had the Bucks. And a big reason for that is because Chris Middleton was inconsistent. He went off in game 3, but Chris Middleton was inconsistent, and Brook Lopez was not using his size. And luckily for us, I don't think Brook Lopez is on the team. But anyways, I'm not trying to ramble. If you're new to the channel, like this video. Whoa, I fucked my own intro. Let me try that one more time. If you like the video, then like the video, nigga, so that I know that you liked it. Nigga, it only makes sense. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. We finally reached our goal, 450 subscribers, man. Appreciate y'all so much. But just know, the job is not finished because we still got 550 more subs to get. But anyways, our matchup against the Bucks, I'm just gonna say we match up, like I said earlier, we match up good with the Bucks. Giannis does not have a perimeter game, and Clint Capella, even though Giannis is way stronger than Clint Capella is very athletic, very long, so he should be able to get some stops. I'm not gonna sit here and say that he's gonna neutralize Giannis because that's just not possible. But Clint Capella can definitely, we don't have to worry about Clint Capella getting stretched out to the perimeter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put DeAndre Hunter on Chris Middleton, put Kevin Huerter on Drew Holiday, and Trae Young is just going to be on Pat Connaughton for obvious reasons. Trae Young's our worst defender, so he goes on their worst offensive player. And then for the defense, we're going to have John Collins on Bobby Portis, and then we're going to have Clint Capella on Giannis for obvious reasons. Clint Capella can't be on Bobby Portis because Bobby Portis is going to be spotting up in the corner, and I don't need Clint Capella being outside of the paint, because if Clint Capella is outside of the paint, Giannis will kill us. But anyways, I think we're more than capable of winning this series. Just like last year, we have a great matchup against this team, and guys like Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday, they do not translate well to 2K, which is something that I've started to realize is more and more of a factor. Like John Collins, for example, he does not translate well to 2K. I can't score with him unless it's a wide open 3 or like a dunk or an alley-oop. Like, I can't just get the ball with John Collins and just go to work like how he can do in real life. And it's the same way with Chris Middleton. So Chris Middleton, his buckets are gonna be few and far between, and that's perfectly fine because he cannot get hot. But anyways, if you like this series, let me know, and we're gonna get into this. We're gonna get into game 1 right now. So I know what you're thinking. Damn, Caleb, this is a long ass video. And yeah, it is, but I decided, you know what, I'm gonna have this entire series into one episode. You see, we getting this started. We get a ball to ice trade a gang psych. Now, no, we don't. Well, he ends up with it anyways. And then Kevin Huerter gets us started with this 3-pointer right here. And one thing that Kevin Huerter's been absolutely fantastic this playoffs. I've been starting to really get used to that jump shot. You're going to see a lot of highlights from him this episode and this series. Another thing, Trae Young, his ability to get downhill, one of the faster point guards in the league, absolutely amazing, so that when we get stops and we get boards, we're able to go down and, you know, Trae Young can just go on a quick little one-man fast break. But you see Jrue Holiday is frying us right now. He just hit 2 back-to-back threes. Herder's going to miss, but Capella's going to get the board and posterize Pat Connaughton. Now you see Milwaukee, they're up 4. Giannis is going to drive. He's going to miss. We get saved right there. He misses that layup. And we were able to play some pretty good defense on Giannis in this first game. You see Giannis has right here, forced him to shoot that 3 because he's not coming into Capella's paint. Yeah, I said it, Capella's paint. And anyways, Hamidou Diallo, bro. This Keldon Johnson lays the ball up, gets blocked by Diallo. And this nigga, I don't even know, but this nigga is like a fucking, it's like, I don't even, bro, he's like one of those role players. Like, he's just a random role player that just out here getting fucking buckets. But you see right now, KCP selling the bag. Keldon Johnson's going to shoot a 3. He's going to miss. Jeff Green's going to get the board. And you about to see what I'm talking about. Jrue Holiday going off the screen. He drives, dunk. I don't know how to fucking speak. I'm sorry. He dunked over Okongwu. Giannis has the ball. He shoots some dumb shit because Giannis can't shoot. And we're going to get the board. And Trae, what did I say? He's going to go downhill, lay up, get that transition. And Trae's going to get a lot of points like that because, you know, he's just so fast. He's just so quick. But anyways, the alley-oop to Giannis, a Pupo. Well, I'm not going to disrespect him like that. I know how to say his name. But anyways, Kevin Huerter with the dime to Onyeka Okongwu off the pick and roll. And one thing that's actually, when Jrue Holiday isn't guarding Trae, that's usually when I'm been most aggressive with him. But you see Diallo hitting this 3-pointer right there, Irish Spring Green, and then he's gonna take KCP to the hole and green it. That's 2 greens in a row. This nigga has 7 points, bro. Like, I didn't even know he was on the team. And then he's gonna go and he's gonna knock down this baseline jumper, and now we are down by 10 heading into halftime. I turn the ball over, and now Jeff Green, he's going to chuck it, and because I'm a retard, I foul him, and he gets 3 free throws. He's going to make all 3 of them, but fast forward to the 4th quarter because ain't shit happened in the 3rd. This was when we really start to turn up. It sounds really bad that I said that when Kevin Huerter just completely missed a shot and it fell on his face, and then Diallo gets a dunk. Like, that was some horrible timing, but I promise you it gets better from here. Starting off with Trae Young off the inbound, straight pulling it, no hesitation to cut the lead to 10. And now Trae's cooking Diallo, step back. What's he gonna do? He's gonna find Kevin Huerter for a green beam release, and now it is a 7-point game. Like I said, I've been really starting to get more and more confident with Kevin Huerter and DeAndre Hunter, especially in crunch time. And this is when we thrive in the 4th quarter, in the 2nd half. You saw in our series against Boston, you saw we were able to do to them in that 4th quarter of game 1. When we get hot from 3, we are unbeatable. That lead that they had got erased immediately. You see Giannis missing another 3. Trae, you know what he's doing. He's going straight to the lane, kick it to Keldon Johnson because I didn't want to get a charging foul, and he's going to knock down the 3. So now it's a 3-point game. Looking across the court, DeAndre Hunter knocking down the 3, and like I said, man, we are just on fire tonight. You see DeAndre Hunter with 15, 9 in the 4th quarter. Another missed shot. Capella's got the board. Hold up, my throat's kind of messed up. And you see Chris Middleton, he's kind of clamped. But Trae, what did I tell you? He's going to get that ball going, that one-man fast break. Now they try to double Trae. That's a stupid idea because Keldon just in the corner. And now we are up by 5. Now, clutch time, crunch time, whatever you want to call it. Clint Capella getting the poster over Giannis and Jrue Holiday. But it's all good because the Bucks, they still have a chance. Jrue Holiday is going to slam the ball down. Get the slam dunk because he's... What's wrong with me? I'm really struggling right now. I apologize. But anyway, we turn the ball over, and then Giannis gets a dunk. And like I've been telling you guys all season, turnovers has been a huge issue. And unfortunately, that's because I'm just not good, man. I don't have very good basketball IQ. But anyways, Bobby Portis gets a dunk, and now we're down 2. Diallo tries to shoot some nut shit, and he gets his shit sent to the fucking nether by Clint Capella. And then that leads to this 3-ball by Kevin Huerter to give us the lead in crunch time. Now Giannis trying to ISO, and he ends up turning the ball over. And guess who's got the ball? Kevin. Say it ain't so. Buckets. We are up by 5. And of course, you know, no sportsmanship for the Hall of Fame CPU. Shout out Chris Smooth. John Collins getting the poster, and we're going to survive game one. Trae Young had an amazing game playmaking wise. He didn't score the ball a lot, but when everybody else is hitting, you don't really need to. And I apologize in advance because I'm just now starting to notice my voice sounds like a little nasally, and you might hear me sniffling throughout this voiceover, but it's okay because I'm gonna thug it out because I'm doing it for you. Yes, you sitting behind that screen with those potato chip crumbs on your stomach. You probably just finished beating your meat, you nasty freak. But anyways, you see Giannis shot 5 for 20. Drew Holiday did his thing. Chris Middleton had 10 points. Chris Middleton shot 4 for 14. This is the type of shit that I'm talking about. This nigga Middleton does not transfer well to 2K, which is very important, especially when we're playing fucking 2K. But anyways, game 2, we start this off with a bang alley-oop to John Collins, but Giannis is gonna go straight up into Capella's paint and lay that ball up, but Capella said, no, nigga, it's still my paint, and he's gonna get that block. And now they look, boom, another great defensive play by Capella. You can't do shit in his paint. And now John Collins, the mid-range pull, no, he's gonna miss. Why? Because I'm not good, but it's okay because Trae's gonna drive, layup, nope, he's gonna kick it to Capella. Capella can't shoot, but they sag off of John Collins. I don't know why, like genuinely, I have no idea why. I didn't put a setting on, but it's like every team we face, they always sag off of John Collins unless he like has his takeover. And for some reason, John Collins has sharpshooter takeover, which doesn't make a lot of sense, especially when John Collins is known for doing what you're seeing right now, catching alley-oops. Literally does not make any sense, but at the end of the day, I didn't make 2K, but like, nigga, it's pretty obvious that John Collins, if anything, his takeover would be either slashing or post scoring, but I'm talking about this nigga's takeover for too long. Keldon Johnson getting the jam, and then Trae Young finds Johnson again. What's he gonna do? Cross alley-oop to Okongwu. That was a beautiful play right there. Got the guy behind him. Giannis got Capella outside the paint, and he's gonna cook Capella, get that layup. I'm not gonna lie, he had me frozen with that tween. Giannis using skill. Never thought I'd say that in a million years, but anyways, Kevin Huerter, or should I say Kayvon Huerter, knocking down the 3. And then we get a turnover. What do? They leave my boy JC wide open, and he's gonna knock it down, and we expand this lead to double digits. And you already know what's up. Chris Middleton, he's being guarded by DeAndre Hunter. Excellent defense. He forces the turnover right here, and our defense has been amazing, especially against the Bucks on the perimeter, leading to Trae Young knocking down this 3-ball in transition. And that's another thing. We are one of the best transition teams in the NBA, as well as one of the best 3-point shooting teams. We're not the best, but we're one of the best. But back to transition points, like nobody can stop us in transition, which is why it's very important that we play some good fucking defense. Because you see Kevin Huerter getting a dunk, and then you see he dishes over to Capella over to John Collins. What did I tell y'all? They love to sag off my dog. Like I'm not a sniper for real. Alley-oop to Okongwu. He's gonna dunk it over Serge Ibaka. Out Ungriayu. Face ass. I know some of y'all know I like Serge Ibaka though. I'm not gonna disrespect him. Shout out to him. And that little cooking show he got. But right now, we cooking some live buck. So how hungry are you, Serge? Because Kevin Huerter is knocking down a 3-ball. And a big thing that we've been able to do in this game is maintain control of the lead, maintain control of the game. There was never really a point in time during this game where it looked like the Bucks would take the lead. Yeah, the Bucks would make a couple of runs, but as soon as they got a little bit too close, as you can see, they cut the lead down to 6, and then immediately we just get bucket after bucket after bucket to just continue to keep them at bay. And if we continue to do that, especially stay consistent, and plus like having good first quarters, these niggas can't hang with us at all. And remember what I told you guys, like the Bucks are not a team that translates well to 2K, which matters. And as you can see, Kevin Huerter, that boy is just cooking. He letting out a lot of emotion right there. Now Keldon Johnson, he's gonna get a 3, and we just have a lot of times, as you've been seeing in this series, we just have moments where this whole team just can't miss. The splash disease is contagious. The fucking COVID-19 splash. I was about to make a very corny joke, but forget I said that. John Collins with a great layup right there over Pat Connaughton. We up 19 points. This game is pretty much over, but at this point, I'm not done. You see, I get him in the air, so what I'm going to do? I'm going to dunk on him! Oh my goodness. Easily the best John Collins dunk so far. You already know I had to get my thumbnail. Boy, oh boy, like I said, man, if you clicked on this video, it's because you saw that thumbnail and you liked it. Had Bobby Portis on all fours like a puppy. We beat these niggas 105-88. Take control after a pretty suspect first quarter. As you can see, John Collins dropping 33 points. Trae Young had 16 with 15 assists, but those turnovers, he needs to cut down on them. Kevin Huerter, 22 points, efficient from 3. And John Collins, really, the reason why a lot of his buckets get cut out is because, for the most part, it's fucking like, it's literally just post-ups. Because remember what I told you guys earlier, John Collins is not a player that translates well to 2K. Like, I can't just give John Collins the ball and let him just like go crazy like how he would in real life. The only real way I could score is if I'm backing him down or it's a wide open 3 like you guys saw. And like, who wants to watch 5 minutes worth of John Collins post-ups? I know you don't. And if you do, you're weird. Unsub, dislike the video, leave. But anyways, as you can see, Drew Holiday, 17 points, 8 for 21. That was great defense by us. And Clint Capella also had 8 blocks. So like I told you, he's just been manning the paint. And game 3, I'm skipping all the way to the second half. Not because I simcasted, because I didn't. I played. But the thing was, this was when we really started to take control of this game. You saw we started out, it was pretty close, but then things just started to get a little crazy. And it all started with this layup right here by Trae Young. I have no idea how that was open, but just know, for those of y'all who don't believe me, my settings are most definitely, it's not even Hall of Fame, it's beyond Hall of Fame. Like, I'm like, it's Hall of Fame, and then on top of that, like, I lower my sliders and raise the opponent's sliders. So like, the shit gets crazy. But as you can see, a couple of 3-pointers later, and we are up by 16 points after Kendrick Nunn knocks down this 3. Kendrick Nunn, a lot of his buckets don't make the cut also for the same reason as John Collins. Kendrick Nunn translates well to 2K. Is just his buckets, for the most part, is literally just drives, straight line drives. So like, I want to keep it as interesting as possible. I want ball movement. I want a nigga cooking, like sizzling type shit. And Kevin Huerter's on fire, so you know we got to give him the rock. And now we are up by 24. We absolutely ran these niggas out the gym. Kevin gonna give them one more for their troubles. 25-point lead. You see, he got hot. We beat these niggas by 30. We shot 53% from 3, held them to 25%. And another thing, we did have 15 turnovers, but we didn't foul them. They stayed out the free throw line. DeAndre Hunter, he had 23 points. He didn't have any highlights in this game. I don't know why, but it be like that. Trae Young only had 15 points. So like this was the game where everybody was putting in work on the offense side of the ball. And then you see for the Bucks, Drew Holiday 19, Giannis 9 for 22, Chris Middleton 7 for 17. So now we have a 3-0 lead and we are on the verge of sweeping them. But boy, oh boy, I don't know if maybe that game 3 ass whooping did something to them, but man, they came out with game 4 with a straight up purpose. Like, bruh, they was hitting on all cylinders. They was being extremely aggressive. Great defense right there. We shoot a dumb shot, and then Giannis gets it, kicks it to Drew Holiday, and Holiday's gonna knock down that 3-pointer, and the score is 17-5 immediately. And it's like, damn, why are you doing this when you're down 3-zip? Because your season's pretty much over. I wish you were doing this like when it was game 1 or game 2, but hey man, it's never too late to change, I guess, because these boys, they was lighting our asses up. And then you see Drew Holiday, and it wasn't just offensively, they was clamping us up too. You see Drew Holiday getting the fast break dunk off the steal, and then a step back 3 to end this first quarter. We are down 34-14, and you thought we was done? Chris Middleton, kick it out. Serge Ibaka is cooking, knocking down another 3-pointer. It's a 23-point game. Fast forward, we're down 26. John Collins knocking down a 3 just to show we got some type of life. John Collins has 11 points. He's doing his thing, but it's a shame nobody else is doing theirs. Pat Connaughton knocking down the 3-pointer at the top of the key, man. And it just, Like, shit was just not looking good for us in that first half at all. We were getting absolutely pummeled. You see the comparison. We're shooting 36 to their 65. Giannis gets Capella in the air with a mean hezzy, and he gets that jam. And we go into halftime down 66-44. But you know what this team does in the second half. We come back. Kevin Huerter's gonna get us started with a three-pointer right here. And then Trae Young, amazing defense. I don't know how he was able to tip it, but Giannis gets the ball. Somehow it didn't go out of bounds. I have no idea how. And he puts it up. And then he just babies Capella, even though he has his takeover. Like, that just means absolutely nothing. Great defense by Onyeka Okongwu, swinging it to you know who it is. Kevin Huerter, Red Velvet, knocking down the triple, getting us to within 20. Now Trae over to Clint over to Kevin Huerter. It's not Kevin, it's Kayvon today. Over to Kayvon Huerter. And now Okongwu in the post. Spin, jam. We cut this lead down to 14. We were down by as much as 30, I believe. Kevin Huerter, wide open three, bucket. It's a 13-point game. And like I said, man, we come back. Look at the movement, finding KCP in the corner. He's going to hit the three. It's a 10-point game. And Keldon Johnson cuts it to single digits to get into this fourth quarter. And we have all the momentum right now. Trae dish it over to Kendrick Nunn, who's going to get his first points of this game. He's got 3. Like I said, because that was his first points, and he hit a 3, so of course he would have 3. But now he's going to have 6 because he's going to hit another one. And this Kendrick Nunn, Trae Young backcourt is very good for us offensively, very bad for us defensively. I shouldn't even have to explain why. But you see Trae Young hitting a wide open triple, and we cut the lead to 4. Now John Collins, he wants to join in on the fun. He hadn't really done much since that first half, but now he's starting to come back to life, cutting the lead down to 3. We get the rebound. It's a 3-point game. And now Trae, he's got a chance. He's going to drive, lay the ball up. It's a 1-point game. And now Trae's got his takeover in the fourth quarter, breaking his ankles, and he's gonna give us the lead. We were down by as much as 30, and that shot right there gives us our first lead of the game. But Milwaukee, they do not want to go home, and they're gonna prove it. Chris Middleton knocking down that three-pointer right there. And then John Collins catches a lob from Trae Young. This game has been going back and forth, especially in this fourth quarter. Trae drives, kicks, Kevin, bucket! And we are now up by 2 with 2 minutes left. Milwaukee season's on the line. They were able to get to the free throw line. I didn't put that in because it's boring. But you know it's not boring. DeAndre Hunter knocking down his first three-pointer of the night. And now Trae alley-oop to JC. But somehow, someway, Drew Holiday turned into Michael Jeffrey Jordan and chased it down. That makes no sense. And then Giannis gets blocked, somehow gets his own board, puts it up and in. We turn the ball over. Giannis driving, he's looking hezzy, he doesn't take it, gets me in the air and lays it up. We are down by 1, and to make matters worse, Kevin Huerter, he's gonna drive. I don't know why I didn't shoot the midi, and I turned the ball over. And now if Giannis scores right here, it's gonna be a 3-point game. Giannis, the fade, he missed. We still have a chance. We have 4 seconds left, and we could send these niggas packing. And we inbound the ball, and you know what happens? I'll tell you, we fucking turned it over. We turned it over, and Drew Holiday, instead of just holding on, he dunked it. So we still have another chance to tie this ball game. But like I said, man, turnovers, man, because I'm just an idiot, man. That was back-to-back turnovers. But anyways, we got a chance to tie this ball game. Swing it, Kayvon, bucket! But no, his foot was on the line, bruh. Oh my goodness, bruh. You can't make this up. This is the second year in a row that the Bucks got saved by a nigga's foot being on the fucking line, man. And you already know how pissed I was when this happened. So I had to go back and investigate and just take a look. Kevin gets the ball. I'm zooming in, man. Look at that. They literally slid his feet forward. They slid his feet forward. Look at how close my man's was to sending this game to overtime, man. And the Bucks are gonna survive. And just like against Kevin Durant in Game 7, the Bucks win because the nigga's foot was too big. But anyways, I was pissed. So you know I started Game 5 immediately. And I'm not losing this motherfucker. Or at least that's my mentality. Kevin Huerter knocking down a 3, make it 2 in the exact same spot. 2 back-to-back green releases, and in this game is pretty much the same story as Game 1. Very tough first quarter for us offensively, and then we just continue to we just take control, honestly. John Collins hit a 3, and now KCP starting to hit a 3. This was a very defensive game. Not even defensive. We just both was just missing shit. You see the score at this point in the game. Serge Ibaka getting the and one because Kendrick Nunn grabbed him, and he's going to go to the free throw line. He makes his free throw. What a block. And then look at this shit. Look at this shit. They sold my clip because somehow, someway, Jeff Green turned into prime Deion Sanders, chasing down that ball, getting the interception. And I wanted that clip so bad, but again, 2K was not on my side today, bruh. Because first they had Kevin Huerter stepping out of bounds, and then they got Jeff Green looking like prime Deion Sanders, prime Champ Bailey, prime whatever Hall of Fame cornerback you could think of. Hold up, give me 1 second. Bless you. Thank you. If you say, hey, bless you, say bless you in the comments. But anyways, I can't speak. Chris Middleton lays me up, and then he's gonna knock down this 3-pointer right here, and now we're down 8, and it's looking like, damn, Caleb, you really about to let these niggas get another win? Hell fucking no. John Collins double clutching it, getting the slam dunk, cutting the lead to 3. Now Trey catches some ankles and gets wide open for the 3-point shot right there. That was Trey's first bucket. He's been facilitating like crazy though, and now it's John Collins' turn to knock down another 3-point shot right there. You see my boy going crazy. Now KCP, he's gonna drive, find Okongwu. Okongwu looking, pump fake, gets both of them in the air. KCP wide on for the midi. We got the lead again. And like I said, man, when we get hot, we are unbeatable. Oh, and Clint Capella right there catching the lob. I almost said Okongwu. That was not Okongwu. None off the screen. Boom. And that is literally how I score 90% of my buckets with Kendrick Nunn. So as you could imagine, that's why you don't see a lot of Kendrick Nunn highlights in the videos, because, like, bro, 5 minutes of that shit is boring. But anyways, Trae Young throwing the cross-court pass to John Collins, who just pulls a 3 immediately. We got supreme confidence in my ability to take this team to the promised land. Kevin Huerter, he's going to knock down a 3. Trae snatching ankles, and when I hit this shot, that was when I knew this game was over, because I was just unconscious. You see DeAndre Hunter, he's going to knock down a 3-pointer. Splash, splash, splash. And I think a big thing that we've been doing, especially to handle Drew Holiday, we've been having Trae off ball quite a bit, and our offense, we haven't been utilizing Trae as much offensively, because we're mainly focused on getting our shooters like Kevin Huerter, DeAndre Hunter open. Great defense from DeAndre Hunter, getting the inbound steal, and you already know who got the ball. Kevin Huerter is on a mission, and then we get a good defensive stop, and now this game, it's pretty much dagger time. You see the score, alley-oop to John Collins. If the game wasn't already over, it's fucking over now. 1 minute left. Trae's wide open, top of the key, 3-point shot, green bean. We up by 11, and you already know I'm petty, because I was pissed. Trae laying the ball up, buzzer beater, send your sorry ass back home, and we gonna win this series in 5 games. It should have been 4, but you know what? I'm not even gonna get mad about game 4, because we shouldn't have got our ass beat like that in the first half in the first place. Kevin Huerter led us in scoring with 24. Kevin Huerter has made an insane jump this postseason. Bro was averaging like 7-8 points a game in the regular season. We gave him the starting job, and now look at him. We gave him the starting job after we traded Bogdanovich for Keldon Johnson, and just look at the production that we're getting from this man. Man, it is insane. John Collins with 19 points, didn't shoot efficiently from 3. Trae Young with 15 points and 17 boards, and Clint Capella had 29 rebounds. Giannis was 9 for 27, and Clint Capella played outstanding defense on Giannis this series. He only had one great game, which was game 2. which they ended up losing anyways. Forward, we are in Philadelphia because it is game of the Eastern Conference second round. I almost said Eastern Finals. Winner of this series, winner of this game, only be going to the Eastern Conference Finals, but we'll be in. And as you can see, Tobias Harris driving. He's looking step back over Andre Drummond. Green bean. And the Sixers, man, they really wanted this game. They was taking over. Tobias Harris getting mad happy, but Embiid's gonna get the board and he lay it up, and that's a bucket. And the Sixers are up by 6, heading into a minute to go in this fourth quarter. Tyrese Maxey finds Harden. Harden layup is good, and it's looking like be going to Philadelphia. And I'm actually kind of glad, man, but I'm not at the same time. And Embiid, just to put the cherry on top, greens that 3-point shot. And yeah, Philly just basically just lit the Nets up in that fourth quarter to get to the conference finals. And that's gonna wrap up this video. In the next episode, we will be facing the 76ers. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you like the video, then like the video so that I know you liked it, nigga. And peace.